I'm liking the mic. Cut. Again. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are doing well. The season is pretty much over for a lot of athletes around the world. This video is all about staying fit in the festive season. We've got 5 chapters we're going to chat through today. I'd love to share our knowledge and experience on the last couple of years as professional athletes, Rachel Klammer and myself, Richard Murray. And yeah, we can kind of explain how we go about having the off season, spending time with family and friends. And yeah, overall just trying to maintain some fitness and not get, massively overweight or really unfit. If you find one of the chapters kind of boring or you're not really interested in the chapter too much, feel free to scroll forwards to the next chapter below. Hope you're going to enjoy this video. As always, please, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. That'd be awesome. As well as like this video, it helps all that much with growing the channel. So let's head straight on to chapter number 1 of how to stay fit in the festive season. Chapter number 1 is off-season nutrition and your metabolism, how your body changes at the end of the season. So during the year, you're putting in massive amounts of training, which then obviously pushes your metabolism to actually speed up, to be much quicker. You're burning more calories, your body is demanding more energy. So so you're kind of a calorie burning machine. In the off-season, on the other hand, it's not the same. You're doing less effort or you're spending less time exercising, hence your metabolism slows down. Then obviously your body then starts storing the calories slightly differently. It actually stores them more as fats. So the calories you take in the festive season, I wouldn't say count twice, but now that you're not exercising as much, your body stores the carbohydrates and the sugars more into fats because you're exercising less. Within the first 2 weeks, your metabolism can still be driving, so you'll still have that urge to eat a lot. After this, your metabolism will start slowing down a little bit, then you need to take into consideration how much food you're eating. Your body might be asking for less calories then, so you'll notice you won't get as hungry as you did the first 2 weeks after starting your off season. I think you need to take into consideration how much calories you're taking in after the second week, probably. The first 2 weeks, it's not a big deal. Your body's still burning. I'm sure you'll still be doing some exercise just to stay fit and healthy. Just to make sure you stay on top of the calories. Don't completely overdo it. In the festive season, you really blow out. Some athletes, I know myself, in the past, I used to kind of go completely overboard with off-season. I used to pick up like 5-10 odd kilograms in the off-season, which was probably on the extreme side. So since then, I kind of learned to maybe take a little bit less calories, stay a little bit active as well, run here and there, a cycle or a swim, just to keep the body moving, to keep the metabolism going, is definitely healthy, and you'll also feel better with your body and overall feel a bit healthier from that.
Chapter 2, mental recovery. It's super important to give yourself some time, especially as an athlete, professional athlete, but even when you had a busy couple of weeks or months at work, it's time to take some time off. It's super important to just give yourself some time and enjoy things you maybe normally don't do, like hanging out with family, going for other activities, like you might have a friend who does some other sports than you do. It's really good to do something else, and especially as a professional athlete, you kind of get stuck because sports is your job, and after a while you feel like you maybe have to do this. So it's good to take a step back and really start to enjoy it again. After a while, for some people it's after a couple of days, for some people it's after a couple of weeks, or maybe it takes a little bit longer, that you get really eager to train again. It's really good to also join other people, what I said, in some other sports, to stay active in a way you don't feel like you have to do it.
So the motivation, how to stay fit. Chapter number 3, how do you stay healthy, fit, and how do you train in the cold, is one a lot of people ask us as well, as professional athletes. A lot of the time we kind of escape to the summer, to tell the real truth. The last couple of years, this year we're spending the first winter in Europe, which is going to be quite different to other years. One thing I have noticed is that having an indoor setup, like cycling on Zwift or just on this indoor trainer for cycling, helps if it's really bad weather outside, if it's wet and cold and raining a lot. Then we kind of like to go indoors, as well as riding outdoors. Gravel riding, we really enjoy now going out to ride on the gravel bikes. has been a big game changer, I say, in getting out when it's cold. You ride in the forest, which means it keeps it a bit warmer. And yeah, it's also enjoyable. We like to do off-road training and go out on the mountain bikes or gravel bikes. So I think from the training side, how to stay positive is obviously try and find a group of people you can train with. That'll help a lot with motivation. Indoor activities helps with other people, so people are motivated. You have a time every week that you have to be accountable. This will then help you stay motivated, get out the doors, get active, and get the metabolism going as well. Just to overall feel well and feel healthy is quite important. So yeah, just to look into the things, try and join groups, try and set some goals, even some fun races. There's some fun runs, some fun events you can be a part of, will keep you motivated. And I think it's about setting those small little goals that will help you to be positive and to enjoy the festive seasons as well as be healthy at the same time, because it's important to stay active in the off season. So we kind of do 1 training session a day, sometimes 2 when we're getting back into the season, but normally we take about 3 weeks off and then we get back into some more structured training after taking a complete break.
Chapter 4, goal settings and season planning. It's always important to give yourself some time after the season, because you still feel all these emotions and it's still like really fresh. You still feel like you're still in the season while it's actually over. So give yourself a couple of weeks before you start looking into the next year. And have a look what you want to do. Of course, there are races and things you have to do, but maybe there are a couple of things you really would enjoy doing, which makes it easier to set yourself new goals. Especially in these darker days, it's good to join other people, maybe like work on your skills. Instead of jumping on a road bike or a TT bike, get out a mountain bike or a gravel bike and go out and play in the forest. It will help you, especially with your skills, and it will make it a bit more fun. So if you're looking at next year, just look at what you really want to do and what you have to do.
Chapter number 5, how to get back into training after the festive season. You most likely would have picked up some weight. Let's be realistic. You've probably neglected your training a bit. You've probably neglected your nutrition. You've done lots of wild things. Good on you. That's very important. That's what the off season and the festive season is for. How do you go forwards now? How do you plan to go forwards from here? With your coach, you look into how you're going to structure things. Don't get too excited too soon. The first few weeks of training is going to be very tough. So when you get back into training, you're probably going to feel like you haven't trained in a few years or a couple of months. That's completely normal. Kind of ramp the training up very easily. You don't want to get injured. Normally the chance people get injured from training is in the first 2 months of getting back into training after the off season or after the festive season. I think as well during the off season, it's also quite important now and then to keep doing some running. Usually running is one of the biggest injury prone sports. Also the running, you stay warm in the off season, so your body temperature is higher, so it's cold. That's usually a good one to do. And swimming indoors, you're obviously nice 27 degrees pool if you're in the Netherlands. But yeah, it's good to stay active in the off season, just so when you start your new prep for the following year, your body isn't completely out of shape. You've still got a little bit of muscle memory, especially on the running side. So, to keep 1 or 2 runs in the week in the holiday season is really important. It's been a game changer for me to make sure I've usually been injury free when I start the season. I have that mechanics, the body still knows how to run, which is important. And yeah, so I think just the first couple of weeks of your new year or new season, ramp the mileage up very slowly. Start, probably 50, 60% of what you usually do in season, and then you can ramp it up over 4 or 5 weeks, getting back somewhere to where you used to be in season after 4 or 5 weeks, perhaps even 6 weeks, depending on when your new races are. It's always good to start a little bit easier and get the intensity only later on. 4 or 5 weeks in, you can start then doing some intensity, but the basic at the start, you just want to ramp it up very slow, very easy, some cardio, some sprints here and there, and then build some strength from that.
So the conclusion of today is really that you can do everything in moderation. That it's good to invite other people around these festive days, not to just eat with you, but also to train with you, to not stay fit, but keep exercising and keep doing things on a regular basis.
Yeah, I agree. I think you need to have a bit of a balance. You need to balance your life, especially when it comes to the holiday season. Don't take things too serious. I think some people in the season, off season or in festive season, during Christmas and those things, people will neglect time with their family because they have to go out and do a 5 or 6 hour training ride, things like that. So spend time with family and friends, enjoy yourself, keep active, and you know, if you pick up a few kilograms, who cares? We'll lose them next year anyway. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video and you gained something from it. And
Not too much weight.
hopefully not too much weight, but let us know down in the comments how much weight you guys pick up in the off season. It's always interesting to know. But yeah, nice to have everyone back on the channel. Hope you have a wonderful festive season and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo.